It was 70 degrees in the Alaskan wilderness. The wind howled through the frozen trees, turning the forest into a white nightmare. 78-year-old Margaret walked slowly through the snow, wrapped in heavy fur. She lived alone in a small wooden cabin miles away from the nearest town. Suddenly, she heard it, a faint cry beneath the wind. She stopped. Under a pile of snow, something was moving. Margaret dropped to her knees and brushed the ice away. A tiny wolf cub, barely breathing. In this temperature, it wouldn't survive another 10 minutes. Without hesitation, she picked what was getting worse. Margaret held the cub close to her chest, trying to warm it with her body heat. Each step back to her cabin felt heavier. The snow reached her knees. The wind pushed her backward, but she didn't stop. After nearly a mile of walking, she finally reached her cabin. She lit the fireplace immediately, wrapped the cub in blankets. Slowly, carefully, she fed it warm milk. Minutes passed, then the cub opened its eyes. It was alive.
She opened the door slowly. Shadow stepped outside. The mother wolf approached, sniffed her cub, then looked at Margaret. There was no aggression, only silence. Then they disappeared into the forest. The next morning, Margaret opened her door and found fresh deer meat placed outside her cabin, a gift. From that day on, wolf tracks surrounded her home, not as a threat, but as protection. In the coldest place on earth, a simple act of kindness created something unforgettable. Margaret named the cub Shadow. Days turned into weeks. Shadow grew stronger. He followed her everywhere, slept beside the fire, waited by the door when she stepped outside. But one night, something changed. A deep howl echoed through the forest. Margaret looked outside. A full-grown wolf stood in the snow. Shadow froze. It was his mother. Margaret understood. It was time.